Hi, my name is Emily, and I will be leading this discussion.
Hi, my name is Vanessa.
I am Tristan.
All right, so since you guys are in high school, where do you see groups? And a group is anybody you interact with on a daily basis, spend time with, or have any sort of relation to.
I see groups a lot in class or at breaks or anything when people just kind of clump together and do their own thing.
I see them a lot in class when we do little discussions and things like that, and at lunch when people are with their own groups of friends and things.
All right, and I, as a college student and also as an employee of several different establishments, I see them in work where you eat lunch together, or who you work closely with because you see them every day, or in class where you maybe not face to face but over email or text work with somebody to figure out a problem. So in group work in a class setting, is that group work always helpful, or do problems arise, and what problems arise?
Most of the time, for me, problems arise in class because some people can think that they are the boss and take everything over, and some people can just not do any work and leave everyone else to do everything.
I'm either one or the other. I tend to want to do things my way or just have it done for me, I guess you could say. But it also includes like the people. Like if you're doing close friends, like if you're working with your friends, then you're not going to get anything done. But if you're working like with people that you don't normally talk to, I think you'd get more done.
I agree, but you can also, if you work with a group of people you don't really know very well, it may take a little bit longer to break that ice and to really work really well together as a group. Because working together as a group, you have to know who you're working with. You have to kind of know their ideas, which is where the whole idea of diversity kind of can cause some problems sometimes. So if you were working in a group of people and you didn't come from the same background as them, do you think that would make your discussion better or worse?
I think both, because in some ways it would make it better because you're not with your close friends, but you're not with someone that you know very well. So since they're not your close friend, you can get a lot of work done because you won't be messing around. But since you don't know them very well, you don't know their work style, if they just kind of sit around and do nothing, or if they want to do everything themselves.
I feel it kind of applies in both situations. Like if you're working like with your close friends, then you don't get anything done. But if you're working with people you don't know, like that come from different backgrounds, you don't understand their ideas, how they think, or their perspective on the situation.
Okay, I agree. Because if you work from somebody from a different background, like in college, especially community college, I work in groups with people who may be from India or Africa, who came up from South America, who don't speak very good English, but still think of things the same way we do, or a little bit different. Because they have that different background, they have those different experiences, which really helps make a discussion a little bit more rich, as long as you can understand them. That language barrier every once in a while can cause a problem, but as a college student, which will help you guys in the future, it is really important that you learn how to take everybody's ideas and make it into something that can contribute to the group as a whole. So, continuing on, by definition, a group is a small collection of people who interact together. Whereas a team is a small group of people who work together to achieve a shared goal. So, in your guys' sports or social scenes, social groups, do you guys view those as a group or a team based on those definitions?
Well, I am a Sea Cadet, and I view that as a team because we do everything together and no one is left to do one thing. There is one central leader, but it's kind of like a sports team. That leader is the coach who has everyone else do the different jobs that you need to do.
I play volleyball, and I feel like there's a certain role people play. Like in volleyball, there's a passer, a setter, and a hitter. And in order to get the ball over the net and down, you need everyone to play their parts and do their jobs correctly.
Alright, I agree. I work and ride at a barn, and as a co-captain, it's my job to make sure everybody is working together as a group. But when you are finally in that ring, you are working with your horse, which could be seen as an independent or team effort because you are by yourself, but it is the group behind you that helps you tack up your horse, make sure you're on your horse in time, that gets you to that point. So some sports, some social scenes may be a little bit of both. Like as horses, you come from a group into a team, or a team into a group. Sea Cadets, you have one person who's a leader, but you all work together for a goal, which would be a team. And the same thing with volleyball. Sometimes some teams are not teams, they're groups, because people think of themselves and are kind of selfish and focus on their own goals and what they want and not what is better for the team. Agreed?
Agreed.
Perfect. Okay, so in a group, you talk to each other and you discuss things, and you may sometimes challenge each other or not. If you guys were in a group discussion, say as in class, a literature class, you guys are discussing a book and somebody says something, are you guys the type of people who would step out and challenge what somebody says, or go with the flow and just kind of accept that whatever the person says is truth?
I feel like I would do both, because if someone says something about a certain book we're talking about and I know it's wrong, or if I even think that it's wrong, I will usually call it out. But if I know it's not, or if I'm pretty sure that it's correct, usually I just kind of go with it.
I'm the type of person that says what's on my mind, doesn't really think about it. So if someone says something that I don't agree with or I don't believe is right in a way, then I will speak against that.
Okay, well, going with the flow is called groupthink, and that is when you don't challenge what anybody says, and a group as a whole kind of just follows along with whatever anybody is saying. They never challenge anything, and in my opinion, doing that, it doesn't allow for growth. So in computers, if nobody had challenged anything, we'd probably still have the same computers now that we had 10 years ago. Whereas you aren't a group thinker. So you are the type of person that would have people really think beyond their original ideas, think outside the box type of person, which is really important and you should continue on. I am the same way. If I don't agree with something, I'm going to say it. If I don't think it's right, or I'm going to voice my opinion to really challenge somebody, because it's just the type of person that I am. So, based off of all this, we can have a pretty good idea about how we see groups and diversity in our lives. And I just want to thank you guys for helping me today.
You're welcome.